God's evening, people. Let's take a moment just to reflect. Let's reflect on what we were doing, how we were, where we are as far as accomplishing our goals is concerned a year ago. So, right around this time last year was when the whole country pretty much went on lockdown for COVID. Everything that we knew changed. The things that we did changed. How we did things changed. And just yesterday I was talking about change, right? So this forced some change within us. So a year ago, where were you with regards to meeting your goals? Did you meet the goals that you had a year ago, or are you still working on that goal? Some goals are long term and they take time. Me, as I reflect back, a year ago, I believe I was worse off then than I am now. And not worse off in a bad way. I wasn't, bad or anything. My goal being in the fitness area, I think I was in a comfort zone. I had reached what I considered to be a pretty substantial level of fitness. But as I continue to learn and grow and push myself in this process, I'm learning that what I thought was good then can be even better. And what I think is good now can still be better. So I want to make sure that I don't become complacent in my thought process saying, I've made it, I'm good enough. Good enough doesn't always cut it. Sometimes good enough is good enough, but good enough doesn't always cut it. And when it comes to us and our personal progress, we shouldn't settle for good enough. We should continue to strive to meet whatever that goal is that we want to meet. So I'm always one to say there's no such thing as perfection, but that doesn't mean we don't try. We keep trying, we keep striving for perfection, even though we will not get it. But every time you strive for perfection, you're getting better. You're making improvements. And another thing that I always say is there's always room for improvement. So strive for perfection and know that there's always room for improvement. When you put those two together, you're pushing yourself to continue to get better, to continue to be better. You're pushing yourself to strive for that perfection. Not to say you need to be a perfectionist, not by any means. I'm definitely not a perfectionist. But I don't need to be a perfectionist to strive for perfection. Being a perfectionist means that you won't stop until everything is perfect. Striving for perfection means you're continuing to improve, to get better. And, maybe they are very similar as I think about it, because when you're striving for perfection and continuing to strive for perfection, you don't want to stop. You just want to get better. I think maybe the main difference would be a perfectionist always feels like nothing less than that perfection is good enough. Whereas when you're striving for perfection, you realize, hey, this is good, but I want to get a little bit better. I'm not going to knock where I'm at, but I want to get better. I'm not going to downplay where I'm at, but I want to get better. I acknowledge where I'm at, but I want to get better. That's me, and just me thinking out loud, and the thoughts on perfection. So that's what I want you all to do. I want you to continue to push to get better. Find that area of improvement and work towards it. And see where it gets you. If you're better off at this point next year than you were today, you've made progress. If you're better off tomorrow than you were today, you've made progress. It doesn't have to take a year to see progress. Sometimes it only takes a couple of minutes. But you got to do the work. Simple as that. Y'all have a blessed evening. Make progress, not excuses.
Yeah.